small dairy, you're doing everything. So 70 to 80 hour a week job.
Every day.
And it's every day.
Cows don't wait on Sunday.
And too many bad years, the next generation did not come back. And I was one of those suckers that loved the cows and loved the lifestyle enough to come back.
Agriculture is our inheritance, our traditions. It's how this state was built. Over 40% of our economics are dependent on it. And of course I'll be at the table on the Ag Committee, getting a good farm bill in place and sticking with it all the way through.
There is a broad array of people out here, a broad array of political spectrums actually. And when you are rural, you have to get along with everyone. You have to, yesterday I chopped silage, which is cattle feed, and I didn't quite have enough this year. So I went down up the road to my neighbor who was chopping at the same time, and I bought some of his silage. We were on polar opposite ends of the political spectrum, but we cooperate. They buy milk from me.
Wouldn't you like to see Washington do that same thing?
Yeah.
Cooperate and understand it is just about neighbor helping neighbor.
Being from a purple-red state, that's why I'm so glad to hear someone like you who is so willing to work with
all.
Yeah, all. Yeah. Even though
Cross the aisle.
the dairy industry has been consolidating. Now most of our milk in the U.S. comes from 10,000 cow plus dairies. So increasingly bottlers don't want to pick up from small dairies because that means getting trucks that can go to lots of little dairies. Past 6 years we've seen a lot of years in the red. We need to reevaluate, and even for us, so I realize that I want to tell Sonny Perdue, instead of get big or get out, get big or get weird, and we're trying to figure out how to get weird. I would just love the idea of a communities full of small farmers again, because that supports local economies, that builds local economies, that creates sustainable livelihoods.
One of the keys to that is having a broadband access, because people can do other businesses as well as farm if they so choose, if they have broadband access, which the farm needs too. But it's such a critical part, and we need someone in Washington to get the money to us. We know as a state we don't have the resources to do that, and it is about the people. That broadband is our life now.
And it's only possible for us to, probably without broadband, we couldn't have an on-farm creamery. So we're just lucky enough that
you're on the line.
And we're on
you have that, but somebody else might not. And we need not only for your business, but things like education for your kids and telehealth as well.
I would say there's a big movement of us rural by choice millennials who are coming back to their home communities after getting educated and going and seeing the world. And there's a good portion of us who are coming back.
I am running to serve Kansas and Kansans, and so it is about bringing to Washington what matters to Kansans. We want farmers' voices heard in Washington. That's why it's important to me.